Welcome to Let's Learn Academy. I'm Ashika Panikar and let us begin physics today. So, this is chapter 1 Physical World according to your NCERT textbook, class 11. Physics is a huge and a very vast field which is everywhere around you. Starting from a scratch, let us begin with what science actually means. The word science originates from the Latin word scientia and it means to know. The scientific method involves several interconnected steps. So, whatever methods you're using to do something in science or anything in science, there are various steps which are interconnected. First is systematic observations. That means you need to observe things. The second is controlled experiments. It is not just important to do the experiments, but it is always necessary that the experiments should be controlled well. Next is qualitative and quantitative reasoning. That means you need to think about the quality of the things or the experiment that you're doing, and also about the quantity of what you're doing. And obviously, reasoning. That means you need to think about it. Mathematical modeling. That means whenever a real life problem is converted into a form of mathematical equation or a mathematical form in order to find some solution, then we call it as mathematical modeling. Then comes prediction. You need to predict things according to the initial conditions so that you get better results. And verification or falsification of theories. Verification means proving things or theories, and falsification means the opposite to that. That means you begin with something wrong and then you prove that the thing which you considered was actually wrong. So you prove that the opposite of what you thought is true. So that is falsification. And data on planetary motion, that means the movement of planets, collected by Tycho Brahe in 1546 to 1601, the planetary circular orbits in heliocentric theory, imagined by Nicholas Copernicus, had to be replaced by elliptical orbits to fit the data better. Now, what does this mean? टाइको ब्रेहे नाम के एक फिजिसिस्ट थे जिन्होंने कहा था कि जो सोलर सिस्टम है वो हीलियोसेंट्रिक है. दैट मीन्स सन इज एट द सेंटर एंड ऑल द प्लैनेट्स एंड एवरीथिंग इज रोटेटिंग एंड रिवॉल्विंग अराउंड इट. तो वो जो उनकी बात थी वो तो करेक्ट थी, बट उन्होंने एक और चीज़ बताई थी कि सारे प्लैनेट्स सर्कुलर ऑर्बिट्स में घूमते हैं सन के अक्रॉस. बट जो निकोलस कॉपरनिकस थे उन्होंने ये बात को करेक्ट करते हुए बताया और प्रूव भी किया कि कोई भी प्लैनेट या कोई भी चीज़ सर्कुलर मोशन में कभी भी नहीं घूम सकती. वो सारी चीज़ें एलिप्टिकल यानी कि इलिप्स के ऑर्बिट या इलिप्टिकल ऑर्बिट्स में घूमती है या रिवॉल्व होती है. Occasionally, however, the existing theory is simply unable to explain new observations. लेकिन काफ़ी बार ऐसा भी होता है कि जो भी थियोरी आज तक फिजिक्स ने या साइंस ने ढूंढी है वो सफिशिएंट नहीं होती अपकमिंग न्यू ऑब्जर्वेशंस को प्रूव करने के लिए. The then accepted wave picture of light failed to explain the photoelectric effect properly, and this led to the development of a radically new theory which is called quantum mechanics to deal with atomic and molecular phenomena. The then accepted मतलब जो पिछले पुराने सालों में जो मानते थे कि वेव के फॉर्म में होता है लाइट, लेकिन अगर लाइट को एक वेव समझे तो वो कुछ इफ़ेक्ट्स को डिस्क्राइब या एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकती, जैसे कि फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट. फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट यू विल बी स्टडिंग लेटर ऑन. इट इज़ एन इफेक्ट which is the result of light and electricity combination. So यहाँ ज़रूरत पड़ी कि कोई न्यू थियोरी होनी चाहिए जो पर्टिकुलरली एटॉमिक और मॉलिकुलर फार्मूला के बारे में ज़्यादा हमें इंफॉर्मेशन दे. So a new concept or a new theory started developing which is said to be quantum mechanics. Physics is divided into two portions. One is classical physics and the other one is quantum physics. So classical physics is the old physics which includes the study about motions and etc., or all those things which you can see with your naked eyes, while quantum mechanics or quantum physics includes all those things or all those theories which includes the study of things which you cannot see with your naked eyes, that is the atomic and molecular phenomena. Another interesting thing is the concept of antiparticle, and it was first introduced theoretically by Paul Dirac in 1930 and confirmed 2 years later by the experimental discovery of positron, which is an anti electron, by Carl Anderson. Now, what is it exactly? Every type of particle has an associated antiparticle. हर पार्टिकल के लिए एक एंटी पार्टिकल होता है, यानी कि उसी पार्टिकल का ऑपोजिट थिंग. अब तक हमें लगता था कि प्रोटॉन का जो ऑपोजिट पार्टिकल है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन है, बट ऐसा नहीं होता एग्जैक्टली. एंटी पार्टिकल इज समथिंग विच आर सेम मास बट ऑपोजिट फिजिकल चार्जेस. यानी कि मास सेम रहेगा, बस चार्ज में डिफरेंस रहेगा. अगर हम इलेक्ट्रॉन और प्रोटॉन की बात करें तो भले उनके चार्जेस डिफरेंट हो, लेकिन उनके मासेस में भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिफरेंस है. सो the antiparticle of electron is positron, which is anti-electron also called, as the antiparticle of proton is antiproton, and neutrino is antineutrino. The word physics comes from a Greek word meaning nature. There are two principal thrusts or two principal main things inside physics, and which is unification and reduction. To know the properties of a bigger or more complex system from the properties and interaction of its constituent small parts is called reductionism and is at the heart of physics. काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें हमारे वर्ल्ड में ऐसी है या हमारे यूनिवर्स में ऐसी है जो ऑन द होल बहुत बड़ी है. हमारे पास जो सोलर सिस्टम है या कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जिसकी साइज़ बहुत बड़ी हो या उसका अरेंजमेंट बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स हो, तो उस समय हम उस चीज़ को ब्रेक डाउन करके उसके एक छोटे से पोर्शन के बारे में स्टडी करते हैं और फिर उसके बेसिस पे थियरीज देते हैं. एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड रिडक्शनिज्म, एंड बिकॉज इट इज़ यूज्ड ऑलमोस्ट इन uncountable ways in different places, that's why it is said that it is at the heart of physics. Unification is exactly opposite to reductionism. Now, classical physics deals mainly with the macroscopic phenomena. Just as I said, there are two physics, classical and quantum. So, classical physics deals with mainly macroscopic phenomena, and it includes subjects like mechanics, electrodynamics, optics, thermodynamics, etc. Mechanics, founded on Newton's law of motion and the law of gravitation, is concerned with the motion. Mechanics is actually motion itself and the movement, whatever it is considered as. और equilibrium of particles, that means particles कहाँ ठहर सकती है, कहाँ move करती है. Rigid and deformable bodies, that means solid things जो कि rigid होती है, strong होती है. Deformable means जिसका shape तुम नहीं बदल सकते. And general system of particles. So mechanics is all about movement and stability of particles. Electrodynamics deals with electric and magnetic phenomena associated with charged and magnetic bodies. Yes, electrodynamics means electricity as well as magnetic phenomena included. Electromagnetism is actually included in electrodynamics. Dynamics means movement, and whenever any electric substance or any electric thing moves, obviously there is an induced magnetism there. However, classical physics is inadequate to handle this domain, and quantum theory is currently accepted as the proper framework for explaining microscopic phenomena. Just as I said earlier, also, quantum theory is used for microscopic things which you cannot see with your naked eyes, like atoms, molecules, etc. So it is given more preferences these days. You might be knowing about the Rutherford's gold foil experiment, and this is the diagram of that theory which Rutherford experimented. He used a gold foil और उसके ऊपर उन्होंने कुछ अल्फ़ा पार्टिकल्स, प्रोटॉन्स इंसिडेंट किए थे हीलियम के, और उसके लिए उन्होंने वो जो पूरा मूवमेंट है वो विजिबल हो, अल्फ़ा पार्टिकल्स जा रहे हैं वो विजिबल हो, उसके लिए उन्होंने एक फ्लोरेसेंट स्क्रीन यूज़ किया था जिसकी वजह से वो विजिबल हुआ था. एंड ही ऑल्सो यूज्ड अ माइक्रोस्कोप टू व्यू दैट, एंड ही ऑल्सो मेजर्ड द स्कैटरिंग एंगल्स, मतलब जो पार्टिकल्स है वो कितने एंगल पे डिविएट कर रहे हैं. Optics deals with the phenomena involving light. So wherever we will be studying about light, so we are basically studying about optics. Now, these are some details on the order of लेंथ स्केल, मतलब लेंथ की मेजरमेंट कितनी छोटी से छोटी हो सकती है और कितनी बड़ी से बड़ी हो सकती है. You need not remember all of these, but this is just for you to understand what is the range of physics. Physics is studied about the length range, which begins from 10 raised to minus 15 meter to the length range 10 raised to 24 meters. Here is the range of time. So physics can be studied in the time range, which is 10 raised to minus 24 seconds to the time range 10 raised to 17 seconds. And for mass, we can measure and study about things having mass of the order 10 raised to minus 30 to the order 10 raised to 55 kgs. So that was the introduction about what science and what physics actually is. See you with the main concepts in the next video.